All right, Libras, what's going on? We're going to go ahead and jump into your April 2022 mid-month reading here and see what's coming up for y'all for the rest of the month. If you're newer to the channel, you can check your other placements. These are general readings, so you may find that one reading may resonate more than the other. So I always say you can check your rising sign, your moon sign, or you can check your Venus sign. But also, thank you to everybody as well for all the support and for the help of the growth of this channel. I really do appreciate it. Kind of crazy to look at, but thank you all. All right, Libra. What's going on, Libra? What's going on with my Libras? Oh, Libra. Get this energy, you're having a hard time figuring something out here. I'm not laughing at you. I can sort of see a little bit of frustration in these cards. For some of you, could be frustrated. If not, don't worry about it. We're going to get into the reading. Let's see. You have the Hermit, King of Cups here, and you also have the Five of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, okay. This is what I'm getting for you, Libra. You have the Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. You also have the Knight of Wands. Sorry. I get this energy. It's like you're really trying to refocus your energy back on yourself. Gemini sort of got a similar reading, so I'll check out the Gemini read if you have Gemini placements. With the Five of Wands, though, the Nine of Pentacles, I like the Nine of Pentacles being here for your energy because I do really feel like you're working on yourself, and I feel like you're seeking your own independence and autonomy. However, there's also some sort of blockage and sort of confliction going on. Now, this can be on a personal level. Some of you guys could be agitated or upset with this Five of Wands and Knight of Wands, or you're finding it sort of a challenge to really find what it is that you're looking for. And the reason why I say what it is that you're looking for, because in your challenge, you have the Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. And especially with the Magician, it's like you're trying to find these solutions. You're trying to work with what it is that you have here. But I feel like there's so many things that you're thinking about or you're trying to figure out here. And I almost get an energy of a lot of you taking your power back. And this could be in regards to relationships here, but this could be in a multitude of areas. You know, it could be platonic relationships, it could be a lot of different things. But with this Hermit, King of Cups, and the Five of Swords, it's like I feel like you're taking your power back. Like you're choosing to disconnect and do what it is that you need to do that's necessary to bring yourself back into emotional balance and to, protect your own emotional well-being here. We'll get more into this reading. There's a lot coming through. Yeah, you have this Chiron healing card, and then you have the Strength card, the Star card, and the Three of Swords. Like you could be literally healing from a relationship or just something that's going on in your life here. I wouldn't necessarily say, well, it already really points to that healing energy, but especially when you have a Strength card, Star card for the Major Arcana, and then the Three of Swords, it really is like having to, face what's been making you upset or what's been making you sad, and having to do that work on yourself to in order to clear that energy that's sort of like in your auric field. You have this Free Spirit card, and you have this Abundance card. Yeah, I feel like there's still a lot of abundance around you, and also with this being the root chakra and this Abundance card, especially like when you're caught up in an energy of like you're kind of looking for a lot of different things, or you're trying to figure out a lot of different things. Sometimes we focus on so many things that we forget to focus on ourselves and to ground our energies. So I think it's important for you to ground your energy here. Now, you can do whatever you want. I'm just reading the cards and trying to help you out, but but also the root chakra, like all the abundance comes from yourself, like whether that be through your own thought process with the Eight of Swords being in the challenge, right? And releasing the negative patterns of thought or the toxicity that's causing the bad thoughts, or causing you to doubt yourself possibly or overthink things. But I feel like, oh man, this is one of those readings, Libra. This is one of those readings. I ain't no guru, okay? Nor am I trying to be. But I know you've all heard the saying, like, everything comes from within, right? Like, it's not out in the outer world. Everything that you want to attract with this Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, it's like it's an internal thing, and I feel like that's what's really coming up here, because you also even have this Free Spirit card, and I feel like it's a great time for you to really explore your options, because I kind of get, like this overthinking, like almost like I get like a hesitation to make bad decisions. I think it's important for you to listen to your intuition and always follow what it is that you're, intuitively guided by. But I think, like with the Free Spirit, I feel like this reading's like wanting you to sort of, like release yourself from things that aren't really making you feel free. Like you can't be yourself. Now, some of you guys could have just recently became single. I see that in this reading. I see it. And some of you guys are just contemplating whether or not, is it worth, looking for other things or doing other things. And with this Free Spirit coming out, it's almost like, I feel like the universe kind of wanting you to do your own thing. But always listen to your intuition here, Libra. But with this Chiron healing, I definitely do see that a lot of you guys are going through healing. And Chiron does signify sort of like the deep wounds that you could be healing from. Now, it can be in a multitude of areas in your life, relationships, whatever the case might be. Like Chiron is sort of that energy within all of our charts. I would look at your Chiron placement in your astrology chart. I feel like that could give you an indicator of sort of kind of what's going on possibly, and just see where Chiron's at in your chart. But Chiron is, it is the wounded healer, but it's also where you feel as an individual where like it's something's lacking, or it always feels like it's lacking. Like, and it's where your deepest wounds are, basically. So I feel like you're taking your power back here, and you're choosing to focus on your own emotional well-being. I like that, because with the Strength card and the Star card and the Three of Swords, it's like I feel like by all that energy that you're sort of conflicted by, it's like once you take the focus off all that and you put it back onto yourself, I feel like you'll heal quite quickly. Obviously healing is a time thing. It just doesn't happen overnight. So I'm realistic. I know how it goes. But let's clarify. We'll take a look at more at this and see what's coming up and what's going on. I know Libras probably don't want to hear this. But Libras, you want the truth, right? I mean, y'all do stand for truth. You have the Hangman here on the Five of Wands, and you have the King of Wands on the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Pentacles on the Nine of Wands here. I feel like a lot of you guys are sort of going through an internal ego conflict, to where it's like you're sort of battling with yourself here. And I do see that you're really trying to get a different perspective here and release yourself from whatever this is that's causing the confusion or what's causing you to overthink. And I do still feel like you're in your power, though. Like the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles is like I get this strong energy towards like you're seeking your own autonomy or your own independence. And especially with the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, like you're seeking your own sort of adventure in life. You're seeking your own sort of ambitious goals that you have for yourself to co-create what it is that you want in your world. This Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, Sun card and the Hangman does signify illumination of the subconscious. And that's sort of like where you hear about the spiritual awakening type of thing. Not saying you're going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe you already have. I don't know. But, Sun card and the Hangman is like full illumination of the subconscious. And I sort of feel like there's like these blockages going on there with that Five of Wands. And that's why I said it could be some sort of like ego transformation that you're going through. Like you're becoming a different person. Maybe your sense of taste and things are changing as well. Let's see. How do you get through your challenge, Libra? You have the Devil card on the Eight of Swords. You have the Page of Swords on the Seven of Cups. And you have the Two of Cups here on the Magician here. Well, I would definitely not overthink. Devil card, Eight of Swords can be an energy of sort of like this over-compulsive thinking, of like thinking the same thing, or, just being stuck in a loop. The devil card really calls for you to release yourself from those chains that bind you to those things. Like don't get stuck in a loop, you know what I'm saying? And the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups is, and especially with the Free Spirit, because the Page of Swords is a free spirit. He's very curious. Everything's new to him. He wants to look at everything. So how to get through the Seven of Cups, Page of Swords, like I would definitely open yourself up to exploration of the things that you're curious about. here. And the Two of Cups with the Magician. Now, if this is in regards to relationships, it's about finding what relationships work for you and which ones don't. But I'm also really getting a strong sense of energy, Libra, to where it's talking about yourself with the Two of Cups. Like the Two of Cups is bringing your energies back into alignment. And with that root chakra here, it's like maybe I feel like some grounding could help you do that, whether that be through meditation, just doing things that you naturally enjoy that make you a little bit happier. Here, I tend to ground different. That's why I don't really have the best, you know, or maybe it is. I tend to do things like, just to kind of give you perspective, like for me personally, I'll do a multitude of things. I'll meditate, or I'll put on music, or I'll make good food, or I just do things that'll grind my energy, that'll make me a little bit happier, you know. But when you're stuck in those moments of like feeling really stuck in your head, and you're in that energy emotionally of not really wanting to do anything, or to, you know what I'm saying? Like it can just be very difficult. But I would keep that in perspective. It's like if the more you can ground yourself and realize that all the power comes from you, it's like I feel like it'll be easier for you to come back into alignment. And I wouldn't be afraid to open yourself up, or, you know, explore the things that you're curious about. You know, obviously be smart. Don't make bad decisions with the Devil card, but, you know, because I feel like it's like you're curious. This is what I'm getting, Libra. Let's see. You have the Five of Pentacles on the Hermit. Oh, man. You have the Page of Wands on the King of Cups. And you have the Ace of Wands here on the Five of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Five of Swords telling you to really take the lead. And Five of Swords is like, is considered winning at all cost. That's why it gets the negative rap of the card. When we're taking a look at it on a personal level, the Five of Swords literally means doing what it is that you need to do that's going to literally put the pep in your step, or taking the lead, or doing things that inspire you. You know what I mean? Like not being afraid to put your foot down and go the direction that you want to go, or put your foot down and do the things that you want to do. Because with this Page of Wands and the King of Cups, there's a lot of adventurous energy here. And I feel like it's like you having to take the lead. Page of Wands to the Ace of Wands, like, you know, taking the initiative, which can be difficult, especially with the Chiron healing and the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, because Five of Pentacles and the Hermit is considered the dark night of the soul, especially when you have a Hangman card. So for some of you, you know, this could be some sort of dark night of the soul that you're going through. And I know that's not all you. So to break it down, you know, Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, sort of like a sort of having to isolate yourself, you know, from certain energies, and go within and reflect internally about, you know, the next step that you want to go, or the next direction you need to go, or the next thing that you need to do. Nine of Cups on the Strength card here, though. Okay. Got the Five of Swords again on that Star card. Some of you guys have a lot of Aquarius. You have the Five of Swords here twice, which is Venus and Aquarius, and you also have this Star card. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. And you have the Knight of Swords on the Three of Swords. Damn. I feel like you're taking your power back from things that have... Now, I'm not saying like you're doing this in a way to where it's like you're being brash about it, or you're being, you know, arrogant about it. No, not like that. I feel like you're taking your power back because there's been things that have been challenging you just in general in your life, and you're taking the time to reconnect emotionally to get to that spot of being centered. Because the Nine of Cups and the Strength card is like you're gaining your sense of strength and confidence back the more you focus on yourself. Because the Nine of Cups is Jupiter and Pisces. It's like realigning, especially with the Free Spirit card, realigning with your spirit and the things that you resonate with, and doing things that you like, and being happy, because that's what really draws in the increase from Jupiter when it's in Pisces. The going in and doing the internal depth of reflection about what it is that you want, and matching those vibrations based upon what it is that you're seeking. Because I feel like with this Five of Swords and the Star card, it's like you're totally disconnecting from something, or putting your foot down and putting the focus back on you, which is re-inspiring you here. And then you have the Knight of Swords on the Three of Swords, which is having to make the hard decision with the Three of Swords to disconnect or let go of something. And the Five of Cups, yeah. Whatever this is, I feel like it's like some sort of grief or disappointment, sadness. But the Knight of Swords is like having to make a decision, especially with the Five of Swords and the Star card, of like to put yourself first. So that way you can actually, you know, that way you don't really lose yourself, you know what I mean? Clarify this Chiron healing. You have second house owning here. So, the second house is about sort of like your support systems, the things that you value, especially with the Five of Pentacles being here. It is Taurus energy as well, and the second house is Taurus, so it's just deal with like your support, your values, your sense of stability. I'm not really getting like a money thing on this. It doesn't feel like this. The second house can be your own. I gotta be real with you, Libra. It can be like self-esteem, right? Like, I feel like you could be healing that part of you. It's because I feel like you're going through something, or there's something here that sort of took that away a little bit. You have free spirit timeout. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. I feel like it's time for y'all to take a break from something, or take some time out to yourself to just sort of, let yourself be free. Especially with the Eight of Swords and the Devil card. It's like when you're trying to figure too many things out at once, you're trying to solve too many problems. It's like you're not really in the moment. Like, you're not in the now. And all that really matters is the now. Like Edgar Hart Tolle said, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, just letting yourself wander a bit, like letting yourself sort of be. You also have this celestial teacher abundance here. I didn't even mean to pull that card. I meant to pull a chakra card. Whoops. Some of you guys could be a guide, but maybe you could be seeking out a guide as well. I know technically I could be considered a guide, but maybe there's other guides out there for you as well that can help you get a different understanding and perspective of things, just based upon your unique experience that you're going through right now. Some of y'all may be getting readings. Like, obviously right with the video, but I'm talking about like personal readings. In psychic development abundance here. I feel like your whole sense of perspective is changing. I feel like your sixth chakra, it could always be, it's always open, but it's almost like it's really being targeted here. It's really being activated for you. Especially with Mars coming into Pisces. You got a lot of planets in Pisces. You got Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune. So there's a lot here in Pisces. And that's your sixth house. So in your day-to-day reality and your routine and responsibility and your day-to-day life, it's almost like you're starting to really see your own potential in the things that you want for yourself. And that's why I feel like with that Hangman and the Sun cards coming out, because it's like there's some sort of illumination of your own true potential in something. And the Five of Wands is that clash within your own ego, like the part of yourself that needs to evolve that could be blocking you. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. We all go through this constantly. So, I'm not just talking, I'm just telling you what I see. You have Capricorn, I use. Oh, yeah, that's right. Libra, Scorpio, your second house, south node's there. North node, Taurus, eighth house. Yeah, I feel like you're having to let go of something that you could be holding on to that was once valuable, but I get it's like more so than anything, it's more so of like sort of keeping you stuck. It's like the North Node being in Taurus in your eighth house. It's like really having to transform and transmute those things into more better things, like making them more prosperous or making them more beautiful. Wow. And you have this peace card here. Oh, Libra. I feel like you're seeking peace, but there's definitely something that is throwing you a little curveball, Libra. See some of you guys like getting involved in a new community or possibly a job or something like that. But I feel like it requires like, having to kind of, make decisions, like put your foot down and making decisions. I know y'all get that shit a lot, Libra. Y'all can stay on the fence for a long time. But I feel like, the more you start to like weigh things out and start to take action on those things and make decisions, I feel like easily you'll transition through this a lot faster than you'll realize. So some of y'all see you getting into spirituality as well. Like maybe you're starting to maybe learn different things about spirituality. Because I feel like we're all spiritual at the end of the day, but well, I wouldn't say all of us, but I just feel like you could be learning newer things at this time. That's what I got for you, Libra. I feel like everything you want is just. I know this is easier said than done, right? And you hear it a lot, but it's really like what's coming out. It's like really kind of putting the spotlight back on yourself and really looking at where it is that you need to let go of certain things or what actions you need to take in order to get you to that place that you're looking to go. So that's what I got for you, Libra. I'm wishing you all the best for the week. I would try not to get stuck in a time loop or in a mind loop or just. I always look at the devil card, Eight of Swords, as like self-sabotage. I wouldn't self-sabotage anything, but I would definitely start to look at newer things that you're curious about. So that's what I got. I don't want to complicate this reading anymore. So that's what I got for you, Libra. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Also, feel free to subscribe and be sure to click the notification button as well. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. But nonetheless, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, Libras.